We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hyde. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to throw. Hyde. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. But getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Hyde. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Wentz now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Great 15, great 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
Alert! 3 down. Check 9. Sunday. Out. Lefty. I'm bringing it to you. Kill.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch the screen. Hey, check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Watch out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Titans 7, Colts nothing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Great 15.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. SOS. Let's go. Great. Mark 5.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Wide. Get wide. Man 5-7.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Off the play fake. Hyde. And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
47-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On play action, it's Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw on 2nd down. Hyde. Throw left side complete. That's Glover. He's got the lane, and there he goes. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. High. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Landon Collins. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 24, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown. For the Titans. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possession.
He's got daylight. And they're going to have this this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, Hyde. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hyde. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Lefty, lefty. Check.
They're one on first down. Pryor, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. 30. We're going to shift. Motion. Check. Shift. Hey, kill it. Hey, 4-2, kill it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
81. 2. It's our time.
Throwing on first is Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wentz. Back to Brown, this time complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Kill. Run. Hey, turn it out. Shift.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
31-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check to Sunday. Shit. Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Sunday. 2. Sunday. Mike 2. Watch 2. Push him back.
Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, empty.
Wentz now to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. Further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1 yard.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in contract time.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
45-yard line.
Check four, check four. One play. 74, 74. Alert three. Run. Check 13.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears. 57, 57.
Now it's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10.
Come on, switch it. Sunday.
Throwing now is Wentz. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Choose the mic. Oh, baby, come on. Let's get that.
Play action. Now Wentz. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Spot. 357. Go. Hey, we're good.
Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Two. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. The extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Colts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Check out, right?
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Let's make these babies cry.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Titans 52. Colts 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the...
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. An 11-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Titans 59. Colts 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kiki QT, 27 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards.
1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's David Arnett picking it off. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Man, I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Bulldozes past him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Again, it's Henry. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
That's good.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Draw play. This is Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 50-yard line.
Choose the mic.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Watch two.
No game on this defense, no game. Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let's get off the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And he
over?
will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here on this one, Charles. What's the message? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
All you got to do is look at
And he
him.
will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.